He had transmigrated into a newborn and awakened a system. At just 3 months old, he completed his first task, earning a reward called Use It or Lose It, an ability that continuously strengthened any body part as long as it was trained. By 4 months, he was already able to sit and crawl, though he only practiced at night to avoid alarming his parents. At 5 months, he learned to walk using Use It or Lose It. One day, while watching the news, he saw that gene fusers and cyborgs had joined forces to fight against beasts. At that moment, he realized that this was not the same Earth he once knew. This world had undergone mutations, leading to the emergence of monsters known as beasts. To combat them, humanity had spent decades developing two paths. One relied on technology to modify the human body to overpower beasts, while the other involved merging with the beast genes to inherit their abilities. Fortunately for him, he had a system. All he needed to do was grow steadily and quietly to survive. Soon after the doorbell rang, a woman introduced herself, holding a gift, and explained that she, her husband, and her daughter had just moved in next door, asking them to take care of them. That daughter would later become his very first friend. By 7 months, with the help of Use It or Lose It, he had already mastered running, jumping, and even speaking. At 8 months, he could perform sit-ups and push-ups. He only trained when his parents were not around. But one fateful day, his mother walked in on him doing sit-ups. Shocked, she believed she was hallucinating from overworking, while he quickly pretended to be asleep. A few days later, his mother called out to his father in disbelief, asking how their 8-month-old child could possibly have abs. After some thought, his father concluded that their son might be a once-in-a-lifetime prodigy, destined to become at least a gene fuser, or, in the worst case, a cyborg. Hearing this, he felt relieved. On the news, he later saw that a 1,000-year martial clan in Kyoto had produced a prodigy with divine strength, capable of lifting a 20-kilogram dumbbell at just 2 years old. His mother reassured him that he was amazing too and would not lose to such prodigies. Still, he wondered whether he himself could achieve that feat. By the age of 2, using Use It or Lose It, he could already lift 20 kilograms with one hand. His thoughts were interrupted by his mother calling him excitedly, telling him to come out quickly because his friend Xinghan had come to play. When he opened the door, she offered him a tart, but he told her to eat it instead. Unlike him, she spoke like a normal 2-year-old. Due to the gap in their intelligence, they did not truly play together. She spent her time eating and sleeping, while he devoted every moment to training. Nevertheless, they stayed close, and she unintentionally became a perfect, weighted training accessory. The only problem was that she was prone to wetting herself. By the age of 3, he could lift 40 kilograms with one hand. Around that time, the news reported that the Kyoto prodigy, now 4.5 years old, could lift a 30-kilogram dumbbell with one hand, meaning he had already surpassed him. Checking his status window, he noticed that his biological level was at rank 1 and began to wonder what rank 2 would be like. With that in mind, he stepped outside for the first time. As he looked around, he saw beastmen and robots, which he assumed were gene fusers and cyborgs. The first place he chose to visit was the library, since his parents restricted his use of electronics. He believed it would be the best place to find answers. Upon arriving, he immediately went to the adult section and began reading. His mother questioned his choice of books, while Qinghan's mother remarked that it must be due to the genes of a top student. Through his reading, he gradually came to understand the world's structure. The book explained that the world was divided into 6 biological levels: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. Each level was further divided into 9 stages. Ordinary humans were stuck at the lowest stages and were considered insignificant compared to higher beings. Determined to survive, he resolved to accelerate his training. At that moment, the system assigned him a new mission: to read 100 million words in order to unlock a new biological attribute. In the days that followed, he balanced both training and reading. At 4 years old, he began kindergarten. Not long after, he advanced to ordinary level rank 2. By then, he could lift 80 kilograms with one hand, had a vertical jump of 1.2 meters, and could run 100 meters in under 11 seconds. At kindergarten, he saw a group of children bullying Qinghan for wetting herself. He stepped in, releasing his biological pressure, which left them frightened and in tears. Unknowingly, this earned him a title and triggered a new quest: to conquer the 9-year compulsory education system. Half a year later, he completed the reading mission and obtained Heavenly Insight, which elevated his learning ability to the peak of human potential. After turning 7 and graduating from kindergarten, he spent his vacation training. Before long, his vertical jump exceeded 2 meters, and his 100-meter sprint dropped below 8 seconds. With Heavenly Insight, he had already completed most of the elementary school curriculum. When he finally entered elementary school, everything felt easy. He had already begun studying middle and high school material, so elementary-level competitions meant little to him. His true goal was to unlock the elementary school top dog title. He also tutored Chinghan whenever he had time. Although she was not exceptionally gifted, she was diligent and kind. After one semester, she ranked second in the class, while he ranked first. To unlock his title faster, he participated in every school sports event, breaking records one after another. One day, a transfer student arrived. From the moment he sensed her presence, he felt something was off, something not entirely human. After introductions, she took her seat, and while others were captivated by her beauty, he remained cautious due to her unusual aura. He wondered whether she might be a gene fuser or a descendant of one. Over the following days, Bai Shui spoke to no one and would fall asleep as soon as class ended. Initially, everyone was curious about her, but that curiosity gradually faded. A little over a month later, her body began secreting a strange white substance. No one understood what it was, but the foul smell attracted bullies. Seeing this, he was confused. He had initially thought she was some kind of dangerous existence, yet now she was crying. Encouraged by Qinghan, he decided to help her. Grabbing one of the bullies by the shoulder, he ordered him to clean Bai Shui's desk. The boy immediately complied, fully aware of his reputation and strength. He then instructed all the others who had bullied her to apologize, and they quickly did so, promising never to trouble her again. Grateful, Bai Shui thanked both him and Qinghan. Qinghan simply smiled and replied that it was only natural to help a classmate in need.